Lesson 4 for Applied Business Tools and Technology will be all about e-business and e-commerce. So this is the last lesson for the midterm coverage. At the end of the lesson, you are expected to identify the different impacts of e-business to business, customer, society, and environment. Write an essay on the significant difference between e-business and e-commerce and understand the e-business models and its frameworks. So let us first differentiate e-business and e-commerce. So e-commerce refers to buying and selling online, while e-business encompasses all businesses conducted online. So for better understanding, e-commerce is only a small part of e-business. So all things involve nga online related to business are e-business, while ang e-commerce concerned only for the buying and selling na mahitabo online. So, e-business basics. In a tech-driven world, it might be tough to tell which businesses are truly e-businesses. So these are, to help you understand what are e-businesses, these are some examples. So, email marketing to existing and or prospective customers is an e-business activity. So it's electronically conducted, or it's a business process electronically conducted. So in this case, marketing done through online. So or electronically. So it's part of e-business. A company that sells, another example, a company that builds and sells an online system that tracks inventory and triggers alerts at specific levels is also an e-business. So inventory management is a business process nga gihimo or when facilitated electronically or technologically becomes a part of e-business. Another also, it could be a business wherein a content management system that manages the workflow between a content developer, editor, manager, and publisher. This is also another example of e-business. Bali, an electronic company managing workflow. So, in the absence of an electronic workflow, the physical movement of paper files would conduct this process. But since we're going to be using it or enabling it electronically, it becomes an e-business. Then we also have online tools for human resources can also be produced by an e-business. These tools include job boards, application processors, and systems that collect and maintain data about employees. So these are also considered as e-business. So e-business are the general or it scopes or ang sakop niya is ang tanang negosyo nga gi-operate electronically or with the use of technology. Meaning, there's no necessary nga physical store, physical office, or physical plant nga dito nag-operate ang business. The business will solely operate electronically through computers. So, e-commerce, on the other hand, compared to e-business, the definition of e-commerce is clearer. In its basic form, it involves placing orders and making payments online. So, we are familiar with this with Shopee, Lazada, Amazon, Alibaba, so muna siya. E-commerce sales can include every element of a sale, from ordering a product, paying for a product, and having it delivered. It might also involve only part of the process. So, for example, a customer might order a product online to be picked up at the store. Pwede po nga dili siya i-deliver. Payment could be conducted online or at the store when the item is picked up. Uso man ni siya ron, di ba? A seller posts something on Facebook and then inig-pick up ni customer sa aga si seller nagpuyo or ahang store ni seller, dito na siya mubayad. Either way, the transaction is still involve the element of e-commerce kay the transaction began through the help of electronics. E-commerce comes in multiple forms such as B2B or business to business, B2C, business to consumer, consumer to consumer or C2C, consumer to business C2B, business to administration B2A, and consumer to administration C2A. So, ang atong i-discuss individually. So, ang business to business nga e-commerce refers to all electronic transactions of goods and sales that are conducted between two companies. So this type of e-commerce typically explains the relationship between the producers of a product and the wholesalers who advertise the product for purchase to consumers. Sometimes this allows wholesalers to stay ahead of their competition. Some examples of the B2B models are Alibaba, or the world's largest online business-to-business trading platform, wherein manufacturers are able to contact or to get in touch with different wholesalers. Kaya dito nila ibaligya by bulk ilang product electronically. And then we also have Amazon Business, IBM, Boeing, Exxon, Mobil Corporation, and many more. Muna silang sa business to business. So, ang nag-negotiate is one business to another business. Basically, ang manufacturer sa specific product, iyang i-contact ang mga wholesalers nga mooy mo distribute sa product sa consumers. Then we also have direct nga business to consumer or B2C. This is the most common form of e-commerce. B2C e-commerce deals with electronic business relationships between businesses and consumers. So, bali si consumers na i-direct contact sa ni business owner or ni store operator, and then it allows them to shop around for the best prices, read customer reviews, and often find different products that they wouldn't otherwise be exposed to in the retail world. So, with the help of electronics or e-commerce, mas daghan kag choices. Like, you simply type a keyword in Shopee or in Lazada and you have so many choices to choose from. Different brands, different prices, maka-filter pa ka sa pinakabarato, pinakamahal, or pinakataas og ratings. So, mo na siya ang business to consumer. Consumer to consumer, on the other hand, this level of e-commerce encompasses all electronic transactions that take place between consumers. Generally, these transactions are provided by online platforms such as PayPal, GCash, but often are conducted through the use of social media networks like Facebook Marketplace and websites like Craigslist. So, sa consumer to consumer, like consumers are being able to help other consumers to sell their assets like land, residential property, cars, motorcycles, TVs, rent a room, mga ingon ana in a specific website or a social media website. So it could also be that another consumer may opt to buy the product from the first customer by viewing the post or the advertisement. So muna siya si consumer to consumer nga format or form of e-commerce. So, from Facebook, natay mga uso ro ng mga pre-love, mga ukay. So, those are from same as you level nga consumers, and then they sell it also to other consumers or they attract. Then, pwede siya PayPal, GCash, Paymaya nga transactions or mobile banking transactions ang paghatag sa bayad. So, no involved nga. This is very useful. The e-commerce is very useful or timely in this pandemic because less interactions, less the spread of the virus. So, mo na siyang gamit ni siya ng e-commerce, and it's a good thing that you are also learning about this because in the new normal adjustments, in case di na kita pwede mag face-to-face and you're in a business course, then the information that you've gathered all about e-commerce would be very useful in branching out or in investing or starting up in a business. So, mo to siya sa consumer to consumer. Let's proceed to consumer to business. So, this is known as C2B. This is not the most traditional form of e-commerce. This happens when a customer makes their services or products available for companies to purchase. So, baliktad siya. Ang namaligya si consumer, ibaligya niya sa company. An example of this would be a graphic designer customizing a company logo or a photographer taking photos for an e-commerce website. So, mo na siya. The consumer makes his own product and then he sells it to a big company or a business entity. Excuse me. Then we also have business to administration, or this is also known as business to government. So, B2A or B2G. This e-commerce category refers to all transactions between companies and public administration. So, pwede siya private companies or government administrative companies or agencies. This is an area that involves many services, particularly in areas such as social security, employment, and legal documents. So, in government agencies, they often use the internet for procurement, for filing taxes, doing licensing procedures, registration of businesses, and other government-related operations. So, this is an insignificant. This is an important part of the e-commerce because it enables government websites to access, or it enables businesses to access government websites for the legality or legal purposes of their businesses. So baliktaron pod nato, I know we will proceed pa dai sa consumer to administration. So another popular e-commerce category is the C2A, uh, wherein it encompasses all electronic transactions between individuals and public administration. This includes filing of tax returns and um, scheduling health insurance, scheduling an appointment using an online service like what the PSA is currently doing, consumer to administration, wherein or as well as the NBI na magpa-online appointment kadaan so that you'll be entertained faster during the day of your appointment na nakadai priority number. So that is an example of consumer to administration. You avail of their services, government services, with the use of electronics or e-commerce. So those are the different forms of e-commerce. Let us now discuss the different elements of an e-business. So if you're planning to become an online entrepreneur or you're already an online entrepreneur, prepare yourselves, or you can start preparing yourself for success by understanding and applying the following fundamentals. So you need to conduct product development and sourcing. This could include renting or purchasing an area specifically for manufacturing or production or storage, as well as hiring employees to work there. If you're planning to manufacture products from scratch or from raw materials, then kinahanglan ka mangita og lugar wherein ahan ninyo na i-manufacture, ahan ninyo na i-build nga product. If you plan to use an online store to sell products made by other companies, you must get in touch with manufacturers and sign purchasing deals with them for exclusivity. Then we also need warehousing and drop shipping. To get started with e-business, like if you're planning to create your own Shopee and Lazada, so dapat nakaimuhang kaugalingong warehouse and you contact your own shipping company nga mag-work sa imuha exclusively. You may able to get by with small storage space that you can rent by the month without signing a contract. You may then move to a larger storage if you become more successful. So your warehousing efforts must incorporate order fulfillment procedures in which you or your employees find products and package and ship them to buyers. So dapat organize siya. You create a system wherein user-friendly for your consumers and as well as organize siya sa inyong part nga dili magkatibulag inyong orders. Marketing. So marketing is everything. Your consumers will be able to know of your e-business if you employ marketing well. E-business marketing incorporates an array of approaches, but the most important goal is to drive website traffic. Nga ma-well-known imong website. Mas daghan imong visit about sa imong website sa imong e-business. One of the simplest and most effective methods of advertising an e-business is by using pay-per-click advertisements on search engines. So, you could apply for advertisements on YouTube, in social media, and mga sponsored advertisements so that they pop up anytime nga naay related searches nga himuon si consumer or si customer. Then, next, you follow up or you focus on customer service. Your e-business may provide customer service through telephone, live chat, or email. So, be responsive in answering questions sa messenger ba karon, sa email, or namoy live chat nga ginahimo. Like, for example, mag-live ka sa imong baligya. Lay out a plan on how to deal with issues that may occur, such as buyers who are dissatisfied with their products and want a refund or who order their products and never receive them. So, dapat ready ka na. You have to have or create your own policies about that. Then, establish a payment gateway. The ability to receive payment through the internet is vital for an e-business. So, it's either PayPal, GCash, Paymaya, or mobile banking applications. So, and also, you need to learn more about information technology. As your website is the hub of your entire business, you must make sure that it is an attractive and effective tool that conveys a sense of confidence as a storefront would for a traditional business. So, ensure nga imuhang website is, as I said, user-friendly, updated, and all information can be seen, transparent po siya para sa part sa imuhang consumers. So we have here specific examples of e-businesses like online storefronts and online marketplaces like Amazon, eBay, Etsy, Fiverr, Upwork, Lazada, and Shopee. Then we also have selling services like Uber, Grab, Lyft. You can also include here Food Panda, Tok Riders, and all the other nga mga services nga you contact them through the use of the internet or electronically. Then we also have selling information and entertainment like online magazines and newspapers, as well as video games and the very popular Netflix. So those are examples of e-businesses. They gain profit, or they attract sales with the use of technology. So here are the following advantages of e-business. It removes location and availability restrictions, so dili na kinahanglan og transportation expenses. It reduces time and money spent, expedites customer service, mas dali maghatag og customer service kay online na naman siya with the use of internet and mobile data. And it allows you or shows you how to improve your services and keeps your business relevant because mas kuan ka o you get relevant information, you can keep your business up to date with the current trends. Aside from advantages, of course, there are always risks. So in e-business, these are the following risks. The identity and nature of relationships with e-commerce trading partners. So, maglisod ka identify kung legit ba na imong mga partners nga gipang contact or imong gipang deal with. The integrity of the transactions, it's hard to escape fraud. Then, electronic processing transactions, pwede ka ma-scam. The reliability of your system, especially if bago pa nagsugod imong system, daghan siya glitches. Privacy issues, dili nimo ma-safeguard ang privacy sa imuhang consumers when they sign up or when they create an account exclusive to your website. Return of goods and product warranties, pwede ka magansi kay mali-mali ang delivery na ay mga dili mahatod sa correct na customer, and as well as taxation and regulatory issues. Wala siya yung mga risks sa e-business. Now, I also included here in the module the eCash. This is very popular and very rampant since the explosion of the internet. So, we are all used to na kanang naanad na ta sa convenience nga gi-offer sa to sa internet nga naimbento ang electronic cash, or also called as digital cash or e-cash. This is a general term that describes any value storage and exchange system created by a private entity that does not use paper documents or coins, and that can serve as a substitute for government-issued physical currency. So instead of paying physical cash, we have digital cash provided by private companies like Globe para sa GCash. We also have PayPal, Paymaya, and all the mobile banking applications nga cash is readily available digital na. Naana sa ato ang mga phones, sa ato ang mga gadgets. So, here are the advantages. eCash is cheaper and more efficient. There are less paper and personnel that are required to process transaction. It enables consumer to transfer cash at very low rates usahay wala pa gani free ang pag-transfer of bayad, does not require one party to receive authorization, unlike in credit card transactions nga personal nga kinahanglan pa mag-present kag ID. So once you have your own account, you can easily pay for any transactions that you conduct in the internet. So aside from its advantages, it also have these advantages. So eCash is anonymous. Your identity is protected, as well as ang identity sa imong ka-transaction. So there is no audit trail, and this can lead to fraud such as money laundering, and this occurs when criminals convert cash obtained illegally into money that they can use without questions being raised as to its origins. Basta kay gikan lang siya o GCash or kuan madawat ra ka diretso, and you do not know that it's already a product of fraud. It can be used to illegally purchase goods and services. So illegally obtained eCash is used to purchase different goods, which are then sold to the public for real cash. It can also be forged, pwede siyang pikion, and then it could have a negative economic impact if magsalig na lang ang tanan sa digital cash, and then wala na gamit ang ato ang paper bills. Now, what are the different impacts of e-business? Diba, we've discussed the different forms. Natay business to business to consumer, consumer to consumer, business to administration, consumer to administration. What are the impacts that it has on the areas of the business discipline? So, in management information, ang impact ni e-business is that the chosen systems will have significant ramifications for the personal's productivity, as well as in the delivery of effective customer service. Since we're becoming reliable with or reliant with the management information system, tapula na ta, atong personal productivity is not that high anymore. Most companies have been forced to redefine their existing business activities or policies to moderate themselves as a result of e-commerce. So to keep steps ahead of others, online business owners has to analyze, design, and implement e-business systems within an organization. So mag-issue or mag-establish sila og new policies for productivity. It also has an impact on human resource management. So issues of online recruiting, home working, and entrepreneurs works on a project-by-project basis, replacing permanent employees. So dili na siya mag-require og daghan kayong tawo nga i-hire. New technologies require new organizational approaches. So e-business will help in the creation of new job titles and disciplines that were not previously required or known. So, naapod siya positive side wherein it could create more jobs or new jobs available that will help the unemployed to get employed. Finance and accounting. The emergence of e-cash will greatly change the views of the world on paper and coin currency. So, transactions are faster, but there are also downsides to it. Kinahanglan lang nato siya bantayan. Economics, the impact of e-commerce to economics is that e-commerce affects economic variables and growth rates. It could lead to the improvement of way of living because of the creation of new jobs, new businesses that would lead to higher wages and higher standards of living. For production and operations management, so less processing times. Time for processing orders can be reduced by more than 90% from days to minutes because of the implementation or the use of technology. Marketing has become easier, so the rise of e-commerce has enhanced opportunities of businesses to increase their audience in a cost-effective way. So it's become easier and cheaper. You no longer need to print flyers or subscribe to newspapers or magazines for printing. You can easily reach out to your audience because of the internet. Computer sciences. There is a development of different network and computing technologies and languages to support e-commerce and e-business. So, it's continually improving. Mas mas dali mag-establish og electronic business because computer science is continually developing mga technologies to help aspiring entrepreneurs. Then, for business law and ethics, there are different legal and ethical issues that have risen as a result of a global virtual market issues. So, kinahanglan ta og new laws that covers electronic businesses as well as code of ethics that uh, online entrepreneurs must abide. So, natay mga customer information privacy, legality of electronic contracts, as well as copyright laws. So, we'll dig deeper on the impacts of e-business to business pod. Unsay effect niya sa e-business to kapwa niya nga business entities. So, we have product for promotion. It enhances promotion of products and services through direct, attractive, and interactive contact with customers. Then we also have local and international presence. So this is the biggest advantage when conducting business online because it's easy for you to go international. Then it creates new sales channel or new distribution channels for existing products. Mas daghan kag ma-reach nga mga customers. Direct savings, the cost of delivering information to customers over the internet results in substantial savings to senders when compared with non-electronic delivery. So, mas makatipid siya. Reduced cycle time. The delivery of digitized products and services can be reduced to seconds. Also, the administrative work related to physical delivery, especially across international borders, can be reduced significantly, cutting the cycle time by more than 90%. Then we also have mass customization. E-business has revolutionized the way consumers buy goods and services. The processing allows for products and services to be customized by the customer's requirements. So, magdepende sa kung sa kinahanglan sa customers. Digitization of products and processes, particularly in the software and music video products. This can be downloaded or emailed directly to customers via the internet in digital or electronic format in comparison with the physical mga CDs, DVDs nga copy. And then, customer service. E-business has resulted in improved customer service. So, readily available customer service may help in encouraging customers to know more about your products. Kaya na naman tayo mga pop-up chats, na tayo mga automated chats na daan, nga mo answer of frequently asked questions. So, mas ma-feel ni customer nga ginapansin ang iyahang inquiry or iyahang need to get more information about your website. And we also have corporate image. On the web, newcomers can establish corporate images very quickly. So, corporate image means trust, which is necessary for direct sales. So, nagdepende po ni siya sa reviews, the positive reviews that we get from our customers. Impacts of e-business to customers. So, it has given customers the ease of purchase. Mas dali ang pagpalit. They are given more information and choices nga available kay when they go to a certain website, makita nila diretso tanang product, they just scroll and then click, and then they are able to conduct price comparison. Ani nga tindahan barato, kani nga tindahan dili. Competitive environment where substantial discounts can be found. So, it's an advantage to customers nga daghang nag-compete online, so mas daghang barato or daghang discounts, daghang sales nga available for them. Impacts of e-business to society. So, it has enabled the society, or it has enhanced the quality of life. So, for a whole host of people in the society, it has enabled them to work from home. Not only is this more convenient and provides happier and less stressful working environment, it also potentially reduces environmental pollutions as fewer people travel to work. So it also connects people, enables people in developing countries and rural areas They enjoy access to different products and service information as long as they have internet, and facilitates the delivery of public services. For example, health services available over the internet like online consultation with doctors or nurses, online filing of taxes over the internet. So, mas dali na siya. That is the impact of e-business to society. For the impact of e-business to environment, it has helped reduce waste. So, dili na mag-build og physical stores, ang kinahanglan na lang pwede rag storage. So, nag-reduce waste, chemical waste, physical waste, um, electricity, water, building space, so mo na siya. Then we also have dematerialization. So the internet is beginning to displace a wide range of printed materials. So from textbooks and corporate brochures to encyclopedias, di na nato sila kinahanglan kanang printed. Di na ta kinahanglan daghan kayong papel. The technology for displaying text on a computer screen will have to improve before electronic books make substantial inroads into the market for printed text. So, innocent trees will no longer pay the price for retail mania. Dili na ta kinahanglan magsigig print, so dili ta kalas og papel, dili ta kalas og kahoy. We also have, because of e-business, green products are being invented. Forward-thinking companies are redesigning products so that they can receive information from the internet and be controlled externally. So, they support the no pollution or less pollution ng mga campaigns. Because of the green products, they're more eco-friendly. And people are practicing green purchasing. They look into the eco-friendliness or the environmental impacts of certain products before purchasing them. So, they reduce waste disposal cost and they generate revenue at the same time. So, pwede na siyang the sheer ease with which the internet allows us as consumers or as entrepreneurs or business owners for searching, sorting, and filtering information. It has enabled not only our environment as well as our society and individual needs to be satisfied, and more kanang transactions have become more easy or easier. So, mas dali ang life because of e-business and e-commerce. Although it has its downsides, but as further studies and research are conducted, ma-improve raman po na siya. So, that ends lesson 4. Thank you for listening.